YouTube? It's your boy Campbell and we're back with another video. Now first and foremost, if this is your first time on my channel, I ask you to do me a quick favor. Please hit that subscribe button as well as turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out in front of more and more people. And if this isn't your first time on my channel, I just want to say welcome back to the trenches. It's your boy Mitch reporting live and I got some great content for y'all today. As you can see by the title, this video is pretty much self-explanatory. Me in my late 20s wish I would have told myself as a teenager at the ages between like 16 and 19 to maybe have helped make my life a little bit easier, a little bit better, and to avoid certain pain, trials, and tribulations that most teenagers may go through. First things first, I understand my demographic and I understand the people I preach to and the people I talk to. One of the biggest things I wish I could have told my younger self was don't get so deep in and heavily involved in the streets. Sounds crazy to those who actually know me and understand how I really feel about the streets and how I feel about the block, and people might think, that's kind of hypocritical coming from you. But understand what I'm saying is this: I've lost so much more than I could ever gain. Going to funerals, visiting people in jails, writing letters, almost losing my life. So many different things that you can't take back. And I would advise anybody at those young, impressionable, and pivotal ages, if you're looking at the streets as a way out or as a come up, stay away, man. If you don't listen to nothing I say in this video, listen to that. Don't get so deep in them streets, man. Stay away. Secondly, I wish I would have worked harder. I was definitely a typical teenager. I was lazy. I wasn't worried about working out on my own. I wasn't worried about doing extra things when it came to schoolwork or even doing anything to benefit me in the future. That's a huge thing I wish I could have told my younger self was don't be so lazy. Don't stop thinking that you've got time. Stop thinking that I got tomorrow. I'll work on this tomorrow. Or stop putting things off. Stop just expecting tomorrow to come. For a lot of people, tomorrow don't come. And if you're really in the trenches and you're in the streets, then you already know that. Like, tomorrow's definitely not promised. So that's another thing I wish I could tell my younger self. Stop being so lazy, bro. Like, just get in your bag and work hard. Another thing, I wish I would have documented more of my life. I wish I would have taken more pictures. I wish I would have appreciated more people while they was around. Taking pictures and documenting some of your travels, some of your journeys, and some of your experiences with certain people are once in a lifetime. And as I've gotten older, I've not only disconnected from a lot of people, but a lot of people died. And that's something I definitely wish I would have taken back. I wish I would have just appreciated people more and taken more time to appreciate the moments that were there. I treat everything like it's just so normal. I'm a very nonchalant person, and I was just so low-key and chill that I think that's something that also I wish I would take back and do differently. Make an effort to appreciate your family, friends, and loved ones, especially your parents. Obviously, as you get older in life, they're getting older as well, and they're not going to be around forever. And some of the things that you take for granted, as you get older, especially once you're on your own, you're going to really want somebody to do some of those things. Even if it's as simple as your mom getting on to you, telling you what to do and things like that. Those are things you're going to miss and you're going to appreciate, especially when they're no longer here, because as you get older, you're going to realize it's a cold, cold world out there, and not everybody cares about you. A lot of people don't care about you, especially not the way that they claim they do. You got to understand, with success comes a lot of fake love. As you become more and more successful, those loved ones, those people who you didn't appreciate as much, those are the ones who are going to keep you grounded. And that's something that I wish I would have appreciated a lot more, because there are people in my corner that I still have around to this day, but I just didn't appreciate them to the extent that they needed to be appreciated. And now that I'm older, I really do try to appreciate them, but I wish I just would have started younger. Another thing, save money. In my last video, I told you that I don't spend money on clothes and shoes and things like that. When I was young, in my teen years, I was going crazy. I was buying any and everything, and that's something I definitely wish I could take back. I wish that I would have saved more money, even invested in Bitcoin. Imagine when I was a teen, investing in Bitcoin, I would have literally been a millionaire right now. Those are things I definitely regret. Just not saving money and not investing money, not thinking about my future once again. Maybe even if you don't want to put it towards a retirement fund, at least invest it somewhere and leave it there and watch it double, triple, even quadruple. Stop trying to keep up with trends. Stop trying to do what's cool, because with trends, you'll never be able to keep up. Trying to follow trends and trying to keep up with the Joneses will make you broke. So that's something I definitely wish that I would have known or paid more attention to at a younger age. Another thing, nothing good ever happens after like 2 o'clock in the morning. And for the people who know me now, they probably think, man, I know Meech wasn't up after no midnight, because everybody know now I be going to sleep early. I am an old head. I need my rest. I need my sleep. But when I was younger, I used to be out thugging. I used to really be on the block like trapping from 10 to 10. Pulling 12-hour shifts in the streets, that wasn't really paying me nothing either. Like, and what I realized is, especially as I got older, nothing good happens after like 2 a.m. Nothing good. Rather that be with your girl. If your girl out past 2 a.m., say goodbye. That's probably not your girl no more. And if you out past 2 a.m., you know what I'm saying, think about it. That's when most car accidents are happening with drunk drivers. That's when people are possibly getting physically or sexually assaulted. Like, there's so many bad things that could possibly happen after 2 a.m. And that's one thing I wish I would just kept my butt in the house. Go home, get home at a decent time and stay in the house. Nothing good could never possibly happen after 2 a.m. I don't care if it's a club, it's a party, it's a bar, or whatever. Get home. A huge thing, stop worrying about what others think of you. I was so concerned about people thought about me, not even just in the streets. Like, I cared about people thought about me at school. I was a typical teenager just like anybody else. I cared about what people were gossiping about me. I cared about if people liked me. I cared about what people's perception of me was. And as I've gotten older, I don't give a f. I literally do not care. I wish I'd learned this concept a lot sooner, because trying to please everybody, you're gonna be left with absolute nothing. It's gonna take so much from you to please everybody, and I wish I would have learned this at a younger age. Stop trying to please people. Stop trying to do what's acceptable in the eyes of others. Do what you like, do what's important to you, and don't change your core values or who you are as a person for anybody. Try to focus on the journey and not so much on the destination. Once I got out of that stage of being lazy and I was kind of focused on having a brighter future, I got so focused on just trying to get from point A to point B that I forgot to appreciate everything in on the journey. And that's something I would definitely preach to my younger self. Appreciate the journey. Don't get so caught up and focus on the end destination, because the end destination is never going to be what it appears to be, and it's never going to be as sweet as you think it is. Appreciate the journey, appreciate the relationships, appreciate the moments that you experience along the way, because a lot of those come only once in a lifetime, and you can never recreate some of those moments with certain people. So take advantage of the journey and don't focus so much on the destination. The destination is going to be there and it's not going anywhere. I'm not saying don't be focused. I'm telling you 100% to be focused, but lock in on the journey and not so much the sole destination. Be careful who you share your dreams to. Not everybody wants to see you win. Not everybody wants to see you succeed. Not everybody wants the best for you. And I had to learn this the hard way. You share your dreams to certain people and they gonna turn around and they gonna talk about you behind your back and they gonna laugh about you. God gave you your dreams and your vision for you, not for the whole world to know. So you gotta understand that, like, you know, like what you got going on in your head, with your heart, and with your dreams and your ambitions is not everybody's business. Understand and realize that not everybody is your friend. Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody who smiles in your face, who gives you a hug, or dap you up. Not all them people are your friends, and a lot of people don't want to see you win. So just be careful who you share your dreams with. Protect your dreams at all costs. That's a huge message. That's why I please protect your dreams at all costs. Another important thing I wish I could tell my young self is to be humble. I think most teens, especially when you're halfway decent or good at something, you have this like sort of arrogance or cockiness to yourself. And I was no different than anybody else. I was decent at football. I was popping off. I was an All-American junior college, and I was just so full of myself. I thought, like, you know, I was God's greatest gift to mankind. Looking back now, you know, like, man, like, I have such a humble spirit, and I wish I'd have allowed that to show more as well. Like, you know, just be humble, man. Like, anything you have can easily be gone just as quick, so be humble. I'm not saying that you can't be confident, especially if you work hard for something. There's a difference between being cocky and being confident. A huge but simple thing, say I'm sorry. The younger version of myself could not say I'm sorry. Actually, taught me how to say I'm sorry. Like, a few years ago, when we first met, I was just incapable of saying I'm sorry. Like, I was incapable of admitting that I was wrong in any way, shape, or form. And that's something that's hurt me over the years, because as you get older, you realize there's nothing wrong with saying sorry. It doesn't make you soft or weak or anything. Another huge thing, and these things are so simple. I know y'all probably think some of these things are so simple, but as a teenager, these are things I still wish I would have known and actually practiced. Okay to outgrow people, because you will outgrow people. 1,000,000% guaranteed you will outgrow people. And guess what? It is okay. It's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to hang out with different friends or different circles, or to eventually just not be as close with certain people as you were once before. As you get older through life, your goals, your dreams, your environment, your mindset, everything about you changes. And as you grow, other people are growing too. So to outgrow people doesn't mean that they're being stagnant or that they're not doing something positive in their lives. It simply means that you might be going this way and they might be going that way, which means that you're both growing, you're just growing in different directions. So that's something I also wish I could tell my younger self. It's okay to outgrow people. You don't have to hold on to those people. It doesn't mean you have any less love for them. It just simply means y'all are growing in different directions in life. This ties into a point I mentioned earlier. If you have the choice to be liked or respected, always choose to be respected. This is something that I also didn't learn until I got a little bit older. I cared so much about being liked that I kind of like trade off some respect for somebody liking me. And that's probably a stupid decision. And some of you might listen like that sounds dumb, but teenagers don't think the most logical and rational thoughts. So it's something I also wish I would have known at a younger age. Respect lasts forever. You can like somebody today and not like them tomorrow. Always choose, if you have the choice, to be respected instead of liked. Never ever settle, ever. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to a career, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to anything, don't settle. Always set the standard, set the bar high for yourself, and don't do anything to fall under that standard, that bar. Because the minute you start making excuses for yourself or start telling yourself it's okay to go under the standard this one time or this one time, the more and more likely and the more and more often it'll happen. And most importantly, it's cool, literally cool. I ain't saying it's okay, it's cool to praise God and to give God all the glory. When I was younger, I knew who God was, and I wasn't afraid to let people know. Somebody asked me, hey, do you believe in God? I tell them, yeah, I believe in God. But I wasn't as open or as loud with my faith as I am today. In the younger version of myself, I should have told myself that, like, you know, it's okay to know who God is. It's okay to trust God. It's okay to have faith. And it's cool to give God the glory and to recognize him and to acknowledge him the way that he deserves to be. I wish I would have prayed more. I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have practiced my faith a lot more instead of allowing life and circumstances to bring me closer. Even though ultimately that's really how things work, but I just wish that I would have had a greater concept of who God was at a younger age, and I would have actually practiced some of these things in my life. I think that would have saved me, not necessarily headache or heartache, because you just don't know. Everything happens for a reason. But I think most importantly, it'll just strengthen my faith and my foundation that much more. So now at this age, my faith would be tremendous, to be through the roof. That wraps it up today. You know, it was a quick, easy, simple video that I just want to share to not only my younger self, but to my younger audience. I know majority of my audience makes up the ages between 18 and 24. So I want to definitely send this message home to you all and just have you understand maybe some mistakes that I made along the way, and hopefully prevent you from making those mistakes so that your life can just be a little bit smoother, a little bit easier, and you can reach the success that we all want a lot quicker. If you found this video informative, educational, or entertaining in any way, shape, or form, do me a favor. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button as well as turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, please leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm, helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out in front of more and more people. With that being said, I love those who love me. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all back in the next video.